Hey guys, so you're probably wondering, what have I been up to since I last vlogged? Let's see, I've done a lot of 12 hours at work, done a bit of online shopping, and what was the other thing? Oh yeah, I bought a new car. Good afternoon guys, how you all doing? I'm not joking, I have bought a new car and yes, this is still in the way. Let's move it. No, it didn't work. Okay, can I sit it there? There we go. Yes, this is my brand new car. Well, I said brand new, it's 9 years old. Let me show you around. It is a Vauxhall Insignia Eco, something Eco. I'll have a look at the back in a minute. The dashboard is beautiful. There is a little wear here, but that's nothing, that's fine. It still works. I love the digital display for the CD player, because I wasn't going to get a car without a CD player. I mean, come on. It's me. Turns out my hands-free kit that I usually have up here is obsolete now because the car comes with one built in. I was thinking of selling that thing because it is fantastic, but I've delegated it to my bicycle because you can play music through it. So I'm thinking, instead of having my earphones in when I'm cycling, whenever I go cycling, I can use that instead. So yeah, let me show you the outside of the car. Put your sunglasses on, it's very bright and also very, very big. It's a little bit big. It's called EcoFlex, that's it. Vauxhall Insignia EcoFlex. Talking of things that are big, check out the size of the boot. It's humongous. I can put the seats down, making it even bigger. I have actually thought, could I lay down in it and use it as like sleeping quarters? So yeah, I have bought myself a new car. I bought a lot of new things of recent days. So what happened was, a few weeks ago, I'm just realising what I'm doing with my leg. I started doing this with my leg when I was in the Tesco vans. You know, like when I said that there were times where you just sat in the van doing nothing, I'd have my leg up like this, and I seem to have adopted it. Well, I adopted it in my Focus, and now I'm doing it here. I didn't even realise till just now. Anyway, I digress. A few weeks ago, I started having more problems with the Focus. I'd already mentioned the steering wheel situation. That's not changed. One of the wheels, I'm just wondering why my lights haven't gone out. It's because I've accidentally flicked that switch. That actually controls that one. Alright, cool. So I'm still learning things. I've got the basics of what all the buttons do, including the seat that goes up and down. I found that there's an electric button down here. Anyway, and again I'm putting my leg up. Okay, I guess this is the thing now. Sorry, my brain is a little, which is why I'm going back and forth. Right, focus, Chris, focus on the Focus. What was I saying? Yes, one of the wheels, on its last MOT, it said that it needed, or it was advised that it get done soon. I've not bothered with that because I refuse to pay any more money towards that car. As a matter of fact, over the last few days that I had it, it got to the point where it was so loud that if I was doing 50 miles an hour up the parkway, the rear view mirror started vibrating and I couldn't see, well, the vehicles behind were all vibrating. And I'm like, yeah, okay. But I'd already decided on this car at that point. You see, a few weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that, or 4 weeks ago, the car did this system engine fault or failure, I think it said on the dashboard, and it had gone into what people call limp mode, where I could put my foot down but it'd only go so far on the revs and then just stick there, and I couldn't go any faster unless I changed gear upwards to make it go a bit quicker. So I couldn't really go that fast, and it happened for a day and then it went back to normal. A week later it did it again, and it went like that for about 3 days. And during them 3 days I went to a place that I knew of where they sold cars that were pretty cheap. The first car that I spotted was this one. I went around the whole lot to check on other cars, but for some reason this one stood out straight away. Maybe because it's very bright white. And so I said that I wanted this car, but there were a few things that needed doing, like for example one of the indicator lights on the right hand side of the car was loose. That's been sorted. There are still a few other issues, like for example the headlight fogs up. I've just actually rung the place up to discuss what they can do about it, and they're going to get it done in Wednesday, Thursday, or at the end of the week, by the end of the week anyway. But I've also pointed out that there's no parcel shelf in the boot, so I've mentioned that as well, so hopefully they'll be getting that as for me too. But other than that, it's a fantastic car. So yeah, the Focus, again, I've gone away from the Ford Focus in what I was saying. Yeah, the funny thing was when it went into limp mode for them 3 days, after I'd said that I'm getting this car, the Focus went back to normal, and it's been normal since. Nothing wrong with the engine since then. I don't know, it must have known. Also, I just want to mention, I believe you've heard me talk about my CyberGhost in the house a long time ago. Ever since I started having problems with that Focus, I've had no issues in the house. So I surmise that my CyberGhost migrated to the Ford Focus. I kid you not, there was one day, I probably mentioned this before, I was stood at some lights and I looked down at the radio to see what song was playing on my CD, and I watched it drop the volume down by 1, and I'm like, what? And then it went back up again. How is that normal? So hopefully the CyberGhost is still in the Ford Focus. I know it's not in my house because, like I say, I've had no issues there for a long while. My Xbox hasn't turned itself on, my PC hasn't turned itself on. The light at the top of the stairs that always died has been fine for at least 2 years now. And I would have vlogged me getting the car, but it was literally straight after work. I had to go all the way to the garage to sign all the documents, get all the paperwork sorted out. Then I had to go pick Harley up from Joe and Pete's house because he'd spent the week there. And as for the weekend, it's been horrible weather, so I've not gone anywhere at all. The only place I went was the Asda yesterday. That was it. Otherwise I'd have vlogged and shown the new car there. Anyway, moving on. I don't want to keep rattling on about it. I'm sure I will in later vlogs. I've not mucked in my seat, have I? No, good. I'm currently at Crystal Peaks because I intend to buy a few things, spend more money. I have actually got a list somewhere. It's just, you know, food and whatnot, but there are other things. I'm looking at possibly getting a new shelf because I'm running out of room for DVDs. Ooh, I wonder why. I don't intend to buy any DVDs today. Talking of which, like I said earlier, I've been spending things online. I will show those later on as long as I remember. But anyway, right, yeah, I'm gonna stop prattling on and head into Crystal Peaks to do a bit of shopping. I'm doing well. I've got so much stuff, I'm having to take it back to the car before I go to Argos to have a look at shelves. I actually have a list of things that I want to buy. Not that I've got a pen, but I've sort of ticked off what's on the list. So I'm just remembering my car's white, not silver anymore. It's so pretty. Yeah, I'm never gonna shut up about it. Yeah, I'm gonna put these in the boot of the car, the very big boot, and then head to Argos. Had absolutely no luck whatsoever in Argos. I was looking at lots of shelves. I'm not paying 300 quid for something similar to what I already have. That's ridiculous. I mean, I'm not absolutely needing one just yet, so I'll wait on that one. But I've done well with the other stuff. Anyway, I'm now just going to go into Home Bargains and Aldi. Just got a few things I need to pick up in these places, and then I'm going to head on home. Holy moly, it's warm in this house. Just been out walking Harley. Lovely and cool out there with the wind, so opening the windows to let some of that wind in. Been back a while, I thought I'd show you the few things, I mean few things that I bought. I thought I'd bought loads more. I have, in terms of food and drink, you know, like Lucozade, Cracker Bread, Cracker Breads, you know, the important things. But I just want to show you the few things that I'm pleased with. First off, I found a CD in one of the charity shops that was on my wanted CD list. A Katy Perry album called Prism. I was like, really? So I got that. Also, I managed to find a dog lead for Harley. This one. I'm fairly certain it's the same as the one I had before, you know, the one that got destroyed in the Peak District. I'm not certain because it's very light. I know that because I've just taken Harley out with it. So I'm pleased about that. Because the other one, it's starting to get a bit tatty. I don't know if I can show you. Yeah, right there, look, see. Oh, talking of Harley, just had his dinner, haven't you? Is it because you heard me doing that? You've just been out, you're not going out again. The other thing I'm very happy that I've got is this. It's only £10 as well. It says 5-tier storage rack, but as you can see it's got shoes on it. I needed it to replace this thing because I don't know if you can tell, but it's leaning to one side because down here it's all broken, and so it's sort of leaning this way now and in danger of collapsing. So I figured I needed to replace it, and also because it's that tall I'll be able to have more shoes in this area, because as you know I like buying shoes. Actually, while I'm showing you things that I've been buying, I'll show you some of the stuff that I bought recently online when I can figure out what they were. Hold that thought. Okay, I've just found them. What I got from Amazon. Remember me talking about that? See, it exists. It's all wrapped, and I got that £9 cheaper than HMV was trying to sell it before. So yeah, and with that I also got this. Now I don't usually get Marvel books, but I had to get Predator vs Wolverine. I saw the comic book come out earlier this year and I was like, that looks interesting, but I thought I'd wait till the graphic novel came out. Looks really cool. And because I got them, one of the DVDs I've been after recently was this, the latest Red Dwarf, The Promised Land. It was on offer from Amazon at £7.68 I think it was, but the postage and packaging was for £3.99. I'm like, huh? What? But because I was buying those two graphic novels and this, it said free postage and packaging for orders over 35 quid, and so this took it over that limit. And on a separate day I did buy from the internet John Wick 3, Ghostbusters Afterlife, and on a whim, Warm Bodies. It was actually a pretty decent film, which is why I want to get more shelves. I wasn't paying extortionate prices from Argos. I think that's all I've bought recently. Oh wait, no. There is one other thing. It's not very spectacular, but I usually have a Bluetooth speaker here in the bathroom so I can listen to music whilst I'm having a bath. That Bluetooth speaker would no longer charge itself. I'd plug it in, a little red flashing light came on, then disappeared, and that was it. It just wouldn't charge. I left it on a charge for about 6-7 hours, nothing. So I bought a new one. It's even better. It's smaller, very light and loud. I've been having to turn it down, especially the other day when I had a headache and I needed to have a bath. God, I'm sweating. It's because it's that warm in this house. I'm gonna have to put my shorts on, I think. So yeah, I think that's all I bought over the last few days. Graphic novels, DVDs. That's Bluetooth speaker was the other week. And of course the new car. Alright guys, I'm going to sign off now. It's 5:30 already? What? No wonder I'm starting to get hungry. I could have sworn it was only like 4:15 still. Yeah. There was traffic trying to get home. I've walked Harley. So yeah, 5:30. Oh well, like I say, I'm going to go now. So all that's left for me to say is thank you for watching and subscribing if you have, and liking this video if you did. Until the next time, peace out. Oh wait, I've just remembered one other thing I bought. Hold that thought. I've been slowly collecting, and I mean slowly, like there's certain ones I don't want, but yeah. I probably showed before, but I've had these cars for a long while now. However, I recently got this one, part 3. I've got part 1, I just need part 2 now. I'll find it one day. Had absolutely no, what's the word, luck